All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to break down a really practical system for saving $10,000, even if you're on a totally normal income. And this isn't about willpower or making huge sacrifices. Nope, we're going to build a machine that does the hard work for you. But first, let's be real. Why do so many of us fail when we try to save? Well, get this. A whopping 90% of people who set a big savings goal just give up, and usually within 6 months. So if that sounds a little too familiar, trust me, you are in very, very good company. And here's the most important thing to get. This is not a personal failure. It has nothing to do with being lazy or undisciplined. The real problem is that most savings advice sets you up to fail. It forces you to fight against your own brain, and that's a battle you're pretty much guaranteed to lose. And the science behind this is fascinating. It's a powerful psychological tick called loss aversion. Your brain is literally hardwired to feel the sting of losing something about twice as intensely as the pleasure of gaining that same thing. So when you save a dollar, your brain processes it as losing a dollar. It actually feels like a punishment. So let's start by digging into why this saving feels like punishment problem completely torpedoes all the traditional advice we've been given our whole lives. But here is the good news. There's a cheat code. A 2004 study discovered a way to just sidestep our own psychology. They found that people who used a simple automation strategy saved almost 4 times more money than people who just relied on grit and willpower. The difference wasn't effort, it was the system. And that brings us to the heart of this whole thing, the automation engine. Think of it as a simple mechanical system you set up once. Its whole job is to bypass that pain of loss aversion we just talked about. It basically removes you and your feelings from the equation. And here's how ridiculously simple it is. Step 1, your paycheck lands in your checking account, just like always. Step 2, the same day, your bank automatically moves a preset chunk of that money into your savings. And step 3, this is the kicker, whatever's left in your spending account at the end of the month gets swept into savings too. You set it up one time and it just works. So once this machine is humming along, that saved money needs a job. You can use it to build up that crucial emergency fund. You can put it in a high-yield savings account where it actually earns some decent interest, or you can start putting it into investments to build real long-term wealth. Okay, so setting up the system is the easy part. But there's a second battle we have to win, and it's the one that happens between your ears. So now let's talk about the mental game and how we make this huge goal actually feel possible. You see this number, $10,000, and your brain just kind of short circuits, right? It feels massive, totally overwhelming. And honestly, this is the exact moment most people give up before they even start. Okay, so we break it down a bit. 10 grand a year is about $833 a month. That's better, maybe, but it still feels like a ton of money. That's a car payment or a big chunk of rent for a lot of people. It still sounds like a huge sacrifice. But watch what happens when we do it one more time. Broken down by day, it's just $27.40. All of a sudden, wait a minute, that's not a mountain anymore. That's a couple of cocktails or a lunch order. That's something you can actually wrap your head around. And what is 27 bucks a day really? It's not about giving up everything you love. It's the small stuff. It's making your own coffee. It's cooking one more meal at home instead of getting takeout. It's canceling a couple of those streaming services you forgot you even had. These are small choices, not life-destroying sacrifices. But of course, our brains have another trick up their sleeve. It's called present bias. This is basically your inner toddler screaming, "I want it now." That little dopamine hit you get from buying something today feels way more powerful and real than the abstract idea of having 10 grand in the bank a year from now. So how do you beat that? You don't fight it head on. You just flip the script. You have to stop thinking of it as, I'm losing $27 today, and start thinking of it as, yes, I just made $27 of progress towards my goal. You're not depriving yourself, you're building something. The entire emotional feeling just flips from negative to positive. And to make that positive feeling really stick, you need a powerful why. I mean, why do you actually want this money? Is it for freedom, security, a down payment on a house? That why is the fuel. It connects a small choice, like not ordering takeout, to something you deeply, truly care about. And this isn't just some feel-good motivational fluff either. The data is clear. People who have a strong emotional reason for their goal are over 3 times more likely to actually hit it. 330%. It's a massive advantage.
Okay, so we have the system to beat loss aversion, and we have the mindset to beat present bias. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, shifting your whole perspective on what it even means to spend a dollar. This is called future value, and once you get it, you can't unsee it. That $5 coffee isn't just $5. If you invested it instead, it's the $34 it could become in 20 years. That $3,000 couch isn't just a couch, it's the $21,000 it could be. You're not just spending today's money, you're trading away your future wealth.
I love this reframe from the author Morgan Housel. He says we all think the equation is savings equals income minus expenses, but he argues that's wrong. The real equation is savings equals income minus ego. So much of what we spend is just to project an image. So what is ego spending? You know exactly what it is. It's buying something to impress people you don't even really like. It's upgrading your car the second you get a raise because you feel like you're supposed to. It's trading your actual, real future freedom for a little bit of social approval today. Honestly, the fastest way to have more money is to care less about what other people think. Okay, this all brings us to the final and most critical part, because knowing all of this stuff is completely useless if you don't actually do something with it. Information without action is just entertainment. So let's make it real. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, just do one small thing. Go set up one automated transfer, even if it's just for $20. The next time you want to impulse buy something, just put it on a not now list and see if you still want it in 30 days. Or find just one expense that's purely about ego and cut it. Just start. Look, you have the system. You have the psychology hacks. You have the tools. That $10,000 isn't some far-off dream. It's just the end result of a bunch of small, consistent choices. Your future is sitting there, waiting for you to claim it. The only question left is, what's your first